How about you and my dearest friends? Today we are in a new video. I am going to explain to you the new game mode that Kaban has brought us. It's called Dimensional Arcade Death Cycle, and we're going to have to be using our 4 fantastic favorites to be able to play these missions that are in automatic mode. I am going to explain how to play it, how it works, what objectives must be met, and where this new mission is. It's worth starting Dimensional Arc with the new one. Cycle of Death limited time experience. Cycle of Death is available from July 24 to August 21, an entire month. The description is that the Cycle of Death is a new car battle experience where you will help the Fantastic Four fight their way through waves of Dumbbox. Earn Death Cycle mastery points every time, every game, and use them to improve your character's abilities and stats. Complete individual Death Cycle objectives to earn exclusive 2-star Dumbos, Crystal Shards, and more. Then we also have resources. From Dimensional Arcade tiles are used to start a game in History mode. In Fragmented mode, spent Dimensional Arcade tokens will be replenished every day at 6. Arcade Dimensional tickets are used to make purchases in the Arcade Dimensional store and to receive other benefits in the game. Visit the store to buy Arcade Dimensional tickets. That we now see is worth battle modes. We have story mode and instruction mode. In battle mode, you will experience a unique story in the Fantastic Four as you work your way through a series of 8 chapters, and the instruction mode will lock after purchasing the history mode and offer an even greater challenge. Choose your champion. Each member of the Fantastic Four has their own unique characteristics, uplift attacks, and mastery to help you overcome the havoc of the Doombos. After each wave of combat can change your character to face the Doombos. Mr. Fantastic can unlock a variety of soup attack, rules a wide range of disadvantages. Invisible Woman is able to attack quickly, become invisible, and dodge attacks. Antor magnifies and burns after every one of those attacks, which cost additional damage, and Lamol has slow but powerful attacks that and can reduce the damage taken with his. The gameplay lasts. After starting an ally, your character will automatically start fighting rival Dumbbots. Look, your fighting character will charge a super attack. Once the super attack mediator is full, it will automatically use its super attack. The next time you attack, the sub-attacks will trigger a timing-based minigame where you can add extra damage to your attack. We have boosters. It's worth earning double points, 1 boosted point for each critical hit, and so on. We have masters, new death cycle master points. Skill master will unlock or improve the associated character skills, stat upgrades based on your character to your skills and teamwork mastery. They will unlock abilities and stat upgrades that will be shared with all other characters. We have a series of individual death cycle objectives to earn exclusives. 2-star Dumbos to the same thing they gave us, those 2-star Genji pool, the crystal genre, and much more apart. We have a store. They use the Dimensional Arc tickets to buy items like Dimensional Arc Dictions tokens and death cycle mastery points. So friends, in this case, you are already seeing that they are also selling us these tokens at Arcade Dimensional. The Arcade Dimensional ticket box ranges from 99 cents to a 10 with 1750 tickets. Okay, but will you tell us where we have those individual targets? Well, we have them here. As always, in Dimensional Arcade, you have to complete Chapter 1 to give us those full research grants, the Fragmented mode to give us 50 runes, a skilled 2-star Dombot. Then also this, let's remember that we are going to have it sideways. Okay, we can get it by completing story mode. We can get that 2-star Dumbo and those valuable research grants to get Mr. Fantastic 7. The fragmented mode is valid when we complete 10 times or 25 times. Here comes the difficult part. It is valid because you are already seeing exactly what we earn from runes. Look, we have research grants, 50 different Dumbots runes, 150 runes, 200 runes. If here comes the Tocho price, when you complete fragmented mode 25 times, well, they give us 250 runes and 20,000 Titan Crystal Shards. Pretty good prices. Then a fragmented mode is okay, use Mr. Fantastic. In a game in fragmented mode, they will be giving us 2,000 if we use it in 2,000 more, if we use it in 3 games 2,000 more, and in 5 games 2,000 more. The truth is that they have quite powerful prices. And the same applies to the remains of companions of the Fantastic Four, Invisible Woman, La Mole, Torch, and Mr. Fantastic. But folks, how does this new game mode work? Well, here we have it on the right. We don't have it fighting or anything like that. I was scratching. We have it directly here on the right. We have the dimensional arcade here, which seems to be going like a kind of website address. Okay? We have to talk to it, open in the browser or something like that. Here we have to look at it. Well, you're not seeing it right now, okay? But I have to share the screen with you. Windows screenshot, we put it in Chrome. Here we have it. Well, right here is the game mode, okay? It will direct you directly to one by one only of the website, okay? In this case, as I am playing it on PC, well, it gives it directly to me here. So we click anywhere and we are already seeing how we have the story mode, the dimensions mode. We show the store so you can see what we may be buying. Look at mastery points. Do we have how many unlimited? Well, in this case, it was like unlimited. What happens is that we don't have any batch of death cycle mastery points. Batch of death cycle mastery points, even more so than 2,500 credits of these in the end. Well, we have these little things. We have the objectives that we have seen before. It's worth in the games themselves. In fact, let me expand a little bit so that you can see the objectives better, and a little further down, there we have it. And in this case, it is via the web. I thought it was going to be in the game itself, but not friends. Well, friends story mode. Let's try this new game mode in New York City. Let's remember that this is the energy. The dimensional arcade tiles are used to play in the dimensional arcade. Okay, this is, so to speak, this is what we are going to be updating once a day. Okay, they're going to be giving us like a 3 max. In this case, we also have section B master's degrees. They can unlock us and powerful attacks. This case is worth confusion. Look, they ask us those two. Then for each character, teamwork. The truth is that this new game mode is quite good, which is basically purely online, but for now we are going as we have nothing else, because teaching or giving, we are going to give the city the new it is. Basically the next stage is a bot, and we have to be selecting the hero we want. In fact, I think we are going to start with Mr. Fantastic. We are seeing that it has statistics, attack damage, attack delay, and armor, basically like a kind of turn-based. Okay, we're going to use La Mole since I feel like it, and we're going to see how this works and how this new mode of execution of New York is going day to day, early tomorrow. There we already have the arcade mode, very good team. We clear these dumbots so I can go back to the lab and finish my particle research. We've been against doubles since last night, and how much more could there be? Also, isn't it a little strange? I thought we had finally come to the death of Dr. Doom Supreme, or will it be correct? My first guess would be that Victor lost control of his dumbots. Little I, but I wouldn't expect this type of carelessness, death on the last page, but I still want control, as I always say, that of an enemy that appears in my friend always being my enemy. Well, what do I know? I think you have misunderstood it, colleague. That's what Lamol tells him. In the end, this has a series of lore that no, we're not going to see it. I want to see directly and move on to the gameplay of this little thing. Look, we have wave number 1. In this case, we are using Lamole. You see there, they tell us that beings without enemies will automatically attack with. Where are they prepared? When the health bar the enemy reaches 0, he is defeated. There you have it. You are already seeing how we have literally burst the mole. You have already seen how that Dumbo has also hit us, and what it tells us is that and all the members of the Fantastic Four share a health bar, so make sure it doesn't go too low or you run the bias of being defeated. You are already seeing how our mole literally rubs up some carpets. There is a small chance that the attacks are critical hits and feigning much more damage. As always in the games, it has been like this. So we are careful there, because there he hit us and we have just given him 2 taps. And it seems that there are 8 waves. That's quite a lot, eh? In the end, this is a totally self-medical game mode, and I am not touching anything in this case because they continue with the issue of lore, which we are not going to see at the moment. And in this case, they give us a buzz between every 1 word vitality. We gain 100 life, accuracy, critical probability. They increase the probability of getting rare enhancers, or in this case, they are giving us, well, 3 of these. Well, we are going to try. For example, in this case, they give us this new little store. Well, we are going to gain, for example, the probability of getting enhancements, not increasing the critical probability. Come on. We are going to take advantage of this. I don't know if I will be spending what. Let's hope not, and that we don't have to buy them. And you're already seeing how Wave 2 is working. See the disadvantage? They temporarily reduce the fighting capacity. They have left us with some disadvantages of incineration, and in this case, we are giving up our carpets. And even so, these Dumbots are taking a lot of life away from us. The truth is that he is quite handsome. This new game mode is really cool for me, and it's basically playing it on pure automatic. In other words, you have to get prizes by leaving it on automatic, and in the end you select the important modifiers, and there we are seeing how we have defeated that wave number 2. Well, let's see what happens, for God's sake. These nut cubes stop coming to us. They don't stop coming. Well, it's more lore, and we're about to move on to the next one. And look, we can be activating even more. Special sub attack increases the probability of getting enhancers, increases the armor, and we spend the next stage is a Dumbot of the technological class. It increases the probability of getting rare or rare enhancers. Special sub attack charges 5 seconds faster. The truth is that we continue with Lamol, for example. Let's see why. In this case, it is still incinerated due to the previous wave. Oops, they are already losing a lot of life, but still the mole puts in some stock market carpets. Look, your bar is loaded. Now you can perform a super attack. All the members of the 4 who have unique super attacks, I guess this will do it. Okay, this you have to do, touch the screen. Okay, touch the screen right on impact to double. Wow, well, I've done it pretty badly. I've made just small impacts still, and we've charged those Dumbots. The truth is that it is a pretty handsome game mode. Attention next. Well, this is Lorem. We continue with Lorem. That doesn't interest me much. And here next stage wins a random rare. Luck drops by 5%. Damage increases by burn. Delay decreases. And I suppose here, look, you can be selecting the characters you want. For now, I'm going to continue with the mole that does a lot of damage. It increases the burn damage. So we can be selecting a Human Torch. Come on, let's try it and use that Human Torch. We change its character. Remember that the character changes, but not life and post-fight, little eye friends, it is simply a boss, and we are already leaving inclination disadvantages. And since we have selected the previous enhancer, well, it is literally bursting. That's why human tours with that probability is quite good. What else do we have here, friends? Well, look at the next stage. Next, we have Agile, increase enthusiasm, Fury, decrease attack delay, increase the probability of criticism by 6%. When it is powered up, I think we can increase the evasion, and we can use Fantastic Administer, that we remember that this character evades quite well. And you are already seeing how he is charging. Well, quite a few Dumbos are already 1, 2, 3, and 4. There they are taking away some life. There we have it. And it's just because it's doing a lot of damage, eh? Let's see if we manage to finish this first chapter, to finish the video, and that you more or less already know how to play this new game mode. And I guess I'll be doing this live or offline. I'll see what we're going to do with this new game. We have managed to kill him, increase attack damage, increase armor. Disadvantage are 100% more effective. Well, maybe it pays for us to use this Human Torch again, so that those disadvantages do even more damage, and it seems that we are a little fucked up in life. How you're seeing it right there, we have 2 dome boats from the science class, or so it seems. I guess the quickest thing here is to kill the character as fast as possible. And I think with Human Torch it can do quite a bit, huh? Next enhancer, look, we have increases critical damage, increases attack damage, disadvantage burn while it is active. Well, we are going to continue using this one that I believe is the strongest one it can be, because in the end the Torch Weak has many disadvantages, or that's it. Let's see, and it does even more damage. Look, you see that our Human Torch has bursted with a single carpet blow, EH, so you can see how important it is. There we have it, and that's it. You see, from a carpet blow, we have received a couple of carpets from the Dumbots, and there we already have the last, okay, increases attack damage by 2 from 3 seconds by a 2% every time you hit it. Add 7 seconds of the duration of each buff, and we are going to increase attack damage. We are not going to take advantage of it by a 2% life every time you hit. We are going to use this one because they cannot all be used at the same time, and we are going to use the mole that in theory we have seen was the one that was causing the most damage. Westfight last wave, let's see if our Dumbot friends don't kill us, and we are seeing that with several carpets. Well, we are shooting a Dumbot and we only have 1 left. Be careful that we have 10-17 lives. Be careful with that, and just look there, we have achieved it, we have killed it, and we have already achieved chapter number 1. In this simple way, perfect. Let's jump that this is Lauren and that's it. We get mastery points that we can be using. Remember that these are the energy. It is renewed every 23 hours, okay? We are going to give it to mastery and we can already be rising because this whole topic is valid. For example, in they have given us how much 10 points. Yes, well, we are 4, we can apply 2. 5 of armor disadvantage properties, for example. In this case, we have not used them all. Very special 23% of stun that we have here increases the armor per stack of rocks. We have to unlock medium attack. I think this one is quite good. We unlocked it and we have put it in one, and Mr. Fantastic, well, I think we can put in it that it was a laptop for projectiles. UI 4, 100% damage and no cooling. Well, we activate this. What else do we have here? Unlocks flaming splash, special attack, hits 300 damage enemies, unlocks medium attack. I think medium attack is pretty important. Basically for everyone, so that they can be unlocked even more. And with this we would only have a little point left that they ask of us, since more masters, that in the end we will be able to achieve as we go through this story mode. See how they're asking us for one at a time, so we can be making 3 attempts for every time we can be achieving this in statistics. I guess, look, you can heighten the illusion of the invisible woman herself. Teamwork, 10% chance of creating shield after special. So in this case, I think I am going to increase the armor of our friend Mole a little. Okay, there we have it. I suppose we will have to increase them little by little. So friends, well, with this, it consists of the new mode of arcade games. I hope you liked the video and the explanation. Leave me some comments on what you think of this new game. See you in other videos. Bye bye. And before finishing the video, thank you very much to all of you who are members of the channel this July 2025. To become a member, you have the description of the video, and many thanks to the VIP Sorry of Ana Banana, Eliel Ramirez, and Oscar Salmeron, and to Facundo Juan being an authentic Sorry. So thank you very much for being members of the channel.